22 and going to grad school starting in January. Turns out I'm a virgin and never been in a relationship. Is it unattractive for a guy to never be in a relationship and a virgin 2022? We can go around on this really quick. So unattractive for a guy to have never, he's 22, keep in mind. Unattractive for a guy to never be in a relationship and a virgin.
No, I don't.
Let's go around the table. Go ahead.
I've f***ed a couple of virgins.
Recently?
Recently, yeah, even that too. But it's just only unattractive if you just kind of cry about being single. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Like, let us show you a good time.
I don't think it's unattractive. It's only unattractive if you turn it into a pity party for yourself.
I don't think it's unattractive. In fact, I like to show the ropes.
I don't think it's unattractive either. It's kind of cute at the same time.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't think it's inherently unattractive to be a virgin. In fact, I feel like it can be quite endearing as long as you're like some of you mentioned, not having a pity party about it.
Absolutely not a deal breaker for me, no.
Oh, same. Yeah, it's kind of fun to like teach you, you know?
This is all cap.
Stop the
Don't
cap.
listen
Come
to
on,
him.
guys.
What do you mean?
Don't listen
Why
to
do you
him.
think it's cap?
What do you mean?
Come on.
I mean,
Why do you think it's cap?
I get where you guys are coming from, like a compassionate place,
the
but
pity sex.
a guy that's 22 and a virgin, he like. 'Cause what's crazy is I was a virgin until I was 22. Like it's like a, kind of a crazy coincidence, but it's like you haven't gotten sex yet because you don't have like the social skills to like get it yet, and you have to build that up through like failing like with a lot of like different kind of girls. But it's like you're gonna struggle if you're a virgin to begin with to attract women, just because you're gonna kind of lack the social skills typically. Because most guys that are like good looking or have social skills, they're having sex. So
I think we just had a different understanding about what unattractive meant. Like, I don't think it's unattractive personality-wise that they think that they're a virgin. Maybe there could be other factors that would make them unattractive.
yeah, I don't think it's the fact that they're a virgin is unattractive, but like a virgin is inherently like not attractive, because otherwise like he would be attracting women and having sex with them, because all guys want to have sex.
It would
So
be
like,
fun to corrupt them, like from a sexual standpoint too, I think, right?
I agree.
I mean, these girls are unicorns.
I
Brian.
think, but here's maybe this is the way you're framing it. You're thinking of like an attractive guy, but what if he was a virgin?
No.
But like most guys who are virgins, you're probably not going to be attracted to them.
But are they respectful? And
They could be,
kind.
like,
that's what's important
If
to
they're
me.
like an average
That
Joe.
a guy being respectful and kind is the most. I'm not saying it's
I
not
think that, I
important,
think
but
I
it's the
value
most
those
important.
more than any other traits.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I was often made
Girls
fun of.
don't like nice
Personally,
guys.
I was
Come
often
on.
made fun of growing up for not having great social skills. I was awkward and shy. So I have a lot of compassion for men who have those same traits.
Yeah,
A lot
honestly.
of women do.
What's that term that when politicians they what's it called? They pander.
Oh, geez.
Come on, you guys
Yeah,
are pandering.
yeah.
No, I am 100%
Come
not
on.
pandering. The thing that is we need to discuss here is how I don't think that being a virgin is a bad thing, because you're having the assumption that being a virgin is somehow your fault. But like, we have no idea what kind of people you've met. You don't know how many relationships that you've been through. Like, you can't just assume that you are terrible at every relationship, because at the end of the day, if a person is a virgin, we don't actually know what kind of people they've actually met. You can't just assume they have bad social skills. You know, like, I feel like that's a bit of an assumption, and I feel like
I mean,
you know,
I meant socials. Let me specify social skills with women, like interacting with
Yeah.
women. They struggle with that typically if they're a virgin.
Are you really gonna want to teach a guy how to fuck you? Like, you want to teach him? That's gonna be such a turn off.
it's not a turn off. Communication is hot.
I think that maybe
Slay.
the power play involved in that dynamic is kind of sexy, especially for those of us in the room that are more dominant.
Don't you feel
Well,
like
okay, so let me ask this: who of maybe show of hands, who's more dom versus sub?
Switch.
Are you more
I'm
okay? Well,
switch.
there's
Yeah.
switch, there's switch, but like,
Yeah, we like
okay, there's switches. All right.
Yeah, I'm switching.
They're all
It depends on
switches.
the dynamic with the person, you know?
Okay.
But
I
there,
feel like I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
I was gonna say there's JOI, so I mean there's no issue with teaching because we do that kind of already.
Also,
Wait, what's JOI?
Jerk off instructions.
Jerk off instructions.
No.
She's
Learning a
laughing
lot
'cause I
today.
know.
I just feel like 22 is still kind of young. And if you're still a virgin at 22, that's normal. That should be normal.
What about
Yeah.
a 30-year-old virgin?
Then that could be like different other factors and like again with social skills and like talking with women or something like that, you know.
There's a movement that says that sex is very distracting. A lot of fighters don't have sex beforehand, so maybe they're just like really focusing on other aspects of lives, and like other aspects of their lives are already fulfilled.
Also, there's nothing wrong with teaching, because teaching is a type of communication, and I feel like the number one thing you need to have before you have sex in any way is communication. Like, communication is the key.
Yeah, I agree. And also, like, every girl gets pleased, like, differently. I feel like, in a sense, you kind of have to teach a guy, like, when you first sleep with him, like, how to please you specifically, you know? Yeah, because, like, every person's different.
It is, yeah. Like all girls are different. All girls want different things. So like when you have this blank slate, it's like kind of awesome. Just like how a lot of guys prefer virgins.
True.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
is
you
that a
guys,
thing?
you guys must all be outliers because
Yeah.
the vast majority of women don't want to deal with guys who are virgins or sexually inexperienced or don't have the social skills to actually get a girl, get a girlfriend. They're not going to have the prerequisite social skills, the skills in the bedroom. It's going to be a turn off. Like most girls, if they're, you guys said your switches, so some of you like lean dom, whatever. Most girls are typically submissive in the bedroom, so they're not going to want to be like, all right, here, move your hips like this. No, correct. Nope, you're doing it wrong. Like most girls are not, they're going to be turned off by that.
No, it's all about communication during sex. Because if you can communicate during sex and be like, oh, this feels good, I like it like this, then it can open up a whole other like can of worms that you can bring into the bedroom.
Okay, but we've established that you guys are outliers here. Most women want men who are come pre-assembled.
No, but most
They don't
women that we
want-
know, most women that we know think the way that we do.
Well, also something worse than being a virgin is being a confident guy who thinks he's really good at sex, but is actually awful.
Exactly.
That's
Like,
true.
He's like, let me show you, and we're like, can't
You
feel
just leave
anything.
unsatisfied.
Like, you don't
Yeah.
understand that a virgin might actually be a relief for some of us after meeting a lot of promiscuous men who are assholes and would slut shame us.
Yeah, and just because you're experienced doesn't mean you're good at sex.
For sure.
Oh, well, I agree with that. Let me get this super chat here. All right, we have Z Corp Alpha. Thank you for the $50 super chat. I see one of these lovely ladies as a future president, CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Have a lovely evening.
Oh.
Wow, thank you.
Aw.
Okay, Z Corp Alpha. Keep it coming, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Oh wait, hold on.
Daddy.
So the last super chat guy, just don't tell girls you're a virgin, dude. Like,
Oh.
it's just not gonna. It's
What?
not. There's no point in telling girls you're a virgin.
Are you saying that Z Corp Alpha is a virgin?
I mean, he said the other guy. The
Oh,
previous
David,
one,
this
yeah.
guy.
I just wanted last advice. Just don't tell girls you're a virgin, dude. There's no point. It's gonna.
It is a point. It's communicating.
It's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna help you.
Yeah, don't tell.
I promise you.
I wouldn't tell girls if you're a virgin.
You're acting
Wait,
like being
so-
a virgin's a flaw.
I mean, the thing is, I'm not just saying this out of my ass. Like, I've watched like probably like hundreds of girls like in interviews talking about this kind of stuff, and the vast majority say they would not want a virgin. So
Well,
this
what
isn't.
I'm really
What do
sorry that
y'all
you've had to
think
hear
of-
that.
I mean, I don't mind.
What do y'all think of men who are virgins? Like, if your homie was like, I'm a 22-year-old virgin, would you make fun of him?
No, I
No,
wouldn't
you
make
typically
fun of
like
him.
try to help him out. Yeah. if
Did,
you're-
I tried to-
did your homies help you out?
Honestly,
I gotta get up. Take.
to be honest, yeah. Like, I mean, it wasn't my friend, but it was my brother. I would say he did kind of help me out because it was a friend of like my brother's.
That's
friend,
actually really
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
How did he help you?
I mean, he just invited me to like go hang out with like some girls that he knew.
Like at a party setting or like a bar or just like
No, it was literally kind of like a double date type thing. Yeah. Like, the
Solid
first
bro.
time. Yeah.
Solid bro.
Okay.
Just curious. So when we're talking about like girls don't like guys who are virgins, are we talking?
I'm saying in
about,
general.
like hookups,
Yeah.
or are we talking about like, okay, I'm in a relationship with you, and then we're about to have sex for the first time, and then you're like, hey, I'm a virgin, by the way.
No, I would say just in general, like girls typically don't prefer virgins. Like this is the first time